Let's take a quick snapshot. If you think about your health right now, like literally today, on a scale of 1 to 10, how optimized and vibrant is your health? Like 1 is you're dead. Okay, so you're probably not a 1. Okay, 1, dead. Okay, 3, you're hungover. Okay, 3, you're hungover. That's where you're at. But maybe like 6 or 7, you're feeling good. 8, 9, you're feeling strong. 10, you're like, Brendon, I am optimized. I feel full, vibrant, fully charged. Where are you? What's your number? 1 to 10. Think about that for a minute. Now, why is it that number? Like, why are you there? If you're like, Brendon, I'm a 5. Why are you at a 5? Is there a health issue going on? And if there is, what led to that? What led to how you feel today? I think what has helped me is that there's this continual awareness and measurement that I'm giving myself literally for years now of like, where am I? Like in terms of my vibrancy, my presence, my energy right now on a scale of 1 to 10. I ask that question all the time. It's one of my line triggers that you guys have heard me teach before. My trigger is whenever I step into line, like if I step into line at Starbucks, I step into line at the store, I step into line, waiting to get on the bus. I always say, okay, what level am I right now? In terms of my physical vibrancy and energy. And if I'm a 3 or a 6 or an 8, I still ask, why? What has led to this? Okay, and what could I do to improve it? Health is everything. So please, let's be honest. Where are you at? Scale of 1 to 10 on health. And also ask, even before I teach mine, what could you do that you already know you could do to optimize your health, to get where you feel better, to take better care of yourself? Do you need to sleep better, eat better, work out more? Be more peaceful, do some meditation, take a walk, try some vitamin D on your body, get away from the blue screen and get out in some sunlight. What do you need to do? You probably know. Okay. So now let's move to productivity. If we thought about your productivity right now, let's say in the realm of the last 3 weeks, let's be honest, the last 3 weeks, have you been on your A game in moving your life, your business forward? Or have you been kind of like distracted, sometimes going at it, sometimes not, inconsistent, unsure? And has your uncertainty paralyzed you? Has your uncertainty about what to do stopped progress? Because it's okay if you don't know every step that you're supposed to do. It's not okay if you stop every time you feel that, right? There's a ton of things in my life I don't know what to do, and I'm still bumbling into them, kind of dumb, but optimistic. I'm at least a dumb, enthusiastic person. I'm like bumbling into what's next, always. Never stopping, bumbling into what's next. And that's what keeps me so productive. People are like, how are you so productive? It's not that I'm super smart. It's that I just bumble in and I just keep it moving forward. I just keep cranking. I just keep going, even though sometimes it's a hot mess or I don't know how it's going to turn out. That's just life, guys. So be honest with yourself, though, on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, you were completely distracted, unaware, getting nothing done, loss of effectiveness, totality, right? Or were you a 10? You were on your A game. You feel like, wow, I was setting up the blocks, Brendon, knocking those things down, and here we go. Where do you feel like you were in these last 3 weeks? And then please do the assessment for yourself. Why was that the level of productivity you had? And what could you do to improve? Scoring yourself on a regular basis is incredibly powerful to personal development. You got to take a topic and score yourself on 1 to 10. How's my sleep been lately? 1 to 10. How have I been kind enough to my spouse? 1 to 10. Have I been a good mom? 1 to 10. Have I been good in business? 1 to 10. It's a regular assessment of self that generates self-awareness. The numerics, 1 to 10, kind of helps us give a bit of gauge versus just how do I feel about it. It's like, well, no, this is where I'm at. And then you can go, why am I there and what could I do better? Number one major strategy in your health and your productivity right now is to realign now for your 3-year plan. What do I mean by that? What I would love for you to do is, sometimes when you talk about people's health, they're so focused on right now. They're dealing with that health issue. When you talk about productivity, they're focused on, geez, I've got all these things I'm juggling, Brendon, which one? And what I'd love for you to do is remember, high performance also comes from the element of strategic thinking and future casting yourself, like thinking out into the future. So what I'd love you to do is go, okay, in 3 years from today, like 3 years, so 3 summers from now, I would love for you to think about, how do you want to look and feel physically? What do you want to feel like in terms of your physiology, but your overall health? Where would you love to be with your overall health in 3 years? But also productivity. What would you love to have done? Like in your notes right now, what would you love to have accomplished, achieved, built, scaled, served in the next 3 years? Meaning realigning right now is, I bet, and you can test me on this one, but if I know you guys, and I know how high performers and achievers and people dedicated to personal development are, is it true that throughout this year so far, you've picked up a few obligations that really shouldn't be on your plate if you're thinking about where you want to be in 3 years? What happens is when we're short-term focused, we fail to set boundaries. When we're short-term focused, oh, sure, I'll help you with that. Oh, yeah. People pleasers? Any people pleasers out there? You're like, oh, yeah, I'll help you. Oh, I'll do it. And all of a sudden you are loaded up with everybody else's obligations. You are loaded up with everybody else's needs and desires and their dreams. And all of a sudden you realize you are carrying the weight of the world and not doing your world. You're carrying the weight of everybody else's obligations and needs, and you're not even living your life. And when I say realign, I mean literally know what you need to stop, release, get rid of, and know what you need to start. But we can't talk about high performance without talking about the future. And so we must future cast you 3 years from now, minimum. Some of you, if you've already done that activity, go 5 years, go a decade. Where do you want to be? And what must you release right now? Because when you release it now, 2 beautiful things happen. 1, releasing that which you should not be carrying is profoundly powerful for your mental health. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you please smash that subscribe button and also post any questions you have down below, because it's these questions that you're all asking that inspires these episodes. I'd love to hear what you think about it. Also, if you would love to join us on our next upcoming live training, we call it our High Performance Experience Coaching Program. If you like some coaching and have some perspective and get some 2 hours of live with me every single month, then click the link in the post down below so you can join us in HPX coaching. I'd love to give you some more strategies, more insight, and more interaction to help you reach your next level of success. Until next time, again, please subscribe, share this video with anybody who could be inspired by it today, and thanks one more time for being part of my community.